The adoption team can help you find an adoption agency who is able to help with maternity-related expenses. These expenses are talked about with your caseworker. They will get to know you and what your needs are. There is a list of things available to you, for example, groceries, insurance, maternity clothes, prenatal care, transportation assistance, and more. This can be a huge relief to lots of women who are experiencing an unplanned pregnancy. Yes, during this process, you're able to choose the family. It can be a very powerful and special moment when the idea of adoption turns into seeing the life your child could have. Your caseworker will be there to help you find families that match your preferences. That can be anything from age, location, religion, race, and more. You have a choice in the type of adoption you want. There is an open adoption where you get picture and letter updates throughout the year, along with a yearly visit. A semi-open adoption is when you are able to get picture and letter updates. There is not a yearly visit with a semi-open adoption. Now there is a closed adoption, and this is where you choose to have no contact with the adoptive parents and do not wish to have visits or updates on how the child is doing. It may take some time to figure out what type of adoption is best for you. This is something your caseworker will be able to help you with. There is no cost for expectant mother who wants to create an adoption plan. We can help you find an adoption agency who can assist in covering pregnancy-related costs such as counseling, maternity clothes, prenatal care, transportation, and more. This would be discussed with your caseworker. It is never too late. You should never worry about starting the adoption process too soon or too late. You can start the adoption process at any point in your pregnancy or even once you've delivered. I personally didn't come up with a plan until I was almost 5 months along. It's different for everyone. It's a big decision, so take a deep breath and know that someone will be there whenever you're ready.
When considering adoption, there are so many questions, and it can be overwhelming. Questions and concerns about how or whether or not to involve the birth father are often at the top of that list. Now, just as every adoption decision is individual, every adoption plan, including the legal plan, depends on those involved. The good news is there are professionals who can help walk you through your options and help you create your plan. The legal plan for an adoption will be different for each person depending on where you live, where the adoptive parents live, and what your relationship with the birth father looks like. Some states may require the birth father to be served with notice or sign a consent. Other states may offer more flexible options. The most important thing is to talk with an expert. I had that help when I was in your shoes, and it made all the difference for me.
Yes, support is everything. There are lots of women who want to help in any way they can. There are many questions that come up when considering adoption, and it really helps to discuss with someone who has been there and been through it to help answer questions, address any concerns, and more. No one wants you to feel alone. To start off, you don't owe anyone an explanation. Adoption, no matter what the situation, is a very personal and private matter. You should never feel the need to explain to others why you chose adoption. That being said, there may be times when you do want to share. There are many ways you can explain. Adoption is a very empowered choice. You and your caseworker can find the right words that help educate others about your plan.
The Gladney Center for Adoption offers so many ways to take care of their birth mothers. You can feel confident knowing that Gladney will take the time to get to know you and your needs. An experienced agency will tailor a personalized plan for your adoption and provide services to you, your child, and the adoptive parents. Gladney's experienced legal team works with the best interest of you and your baby in mind. They understand just how serious an emotional adoption can be and will keep your information confidential throughout the entire process. Now, during this process, you will have the chance to choose a family you love and potentially place your baby with. At this time, you can also choose how much contact you would like to have with them after the adoption takes place. Gladney is committed to supporting you every step of the way. The Gladney team also takes care to offer emotional support before, during, and after the adoption by providing lifetime services as a resource to birth mothers. The adoption process can be difficult, but it can also be incredibly rewarding. Gladney will offer everything possible to support and empower you to make an informed plan. They will do everything they can to help you feel valued and respected throughout the adoption process.
There are many ways you can get started. You can call us or go to Adoption.com and talk to someone immediately through our chat feature. The adoption team would go over your situation and any questions you may have. If you are ready for next steps, they would assign you a caseworker through a phone call who would help you find the families you are most interested in. Once you choose a family, together you are able to come up with a plan for when baby is born.